James Orengo is trying to frustrate the ODM party for him to be given back the ODM ticket, a direct one. That is what he wants. But politicians will never tell you their hidden agenda.
Just next to Kisumu, there's a county called Siaya. Orengo wants a two-term.
Wants a two-term.
There's wanting and there's getting. Do you think he's going for both? He wants and he's getting. Do you think he'll get the second term?
James Orengo has three options. And these three options can determine whether he will win or lose. Both can happen. The first option is maybe to tone down and align with the party position, which is ODM.
So to join the power people.
Because that one, the party machinery will also be a factor in the Siaya gubernatorial race.
But do you think, okay, may he rest in peace, the passing on of Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, do you think in a way it weakened ODM in the Nyanza region so that someone could go in with a different party?
Yeah, people will come with a different party.
But do you think they have a potential of winning?
But they don't have a potential.
So it's still ODM in Nyanza?
It's still ODM because I always tell people, you see, ODM, apart from it, Raila Odinga being a bigger picture of it, ODM is a party that has structures. And in those structures, there are many people, even more than the voters outside. Because when you look at, you see, the lowest structure of the party is what we call the polling unit steering committee. And these are party officials who are supposed to be at the polling center.
Whether it's by election, whether it's nomination.
Any. And their total number right now is around 27 per polling station. Because there is
27 people per polling station?
Because there's the women faction, where there's a chairperson of the women faction, deputy chairperson, secretary, deputy secretary, treasurer. Then there are 3 committee members. So those are like nine officials for women. Then in the same polling station, there's a faction for the youth. The same 9. Then there's the mainstream one, where despite your age or despite your gender, you can fit is also 9. So you'll find that there are like 27 officials in a polling station. And
across the country.
Across the country. Even if it is in Wamunyoro, there are ODM people there. In as much as there will be only to be 27. So when you look at those dynamics, 27 times around 44,000 polling station, they can give you like an average of 1.3 million officials at the grassroots.
So these people we assume these are loyals.
These are people, especially this is how the parties, the machinery works, especially at the polling unit, is that these officials, if at all, these are the women officials. They know that in this home state, we have one vote, a loyal one. So on the day of voting,
there's you can count on the confirmed number of votes.
Your confirmed numbers. And if you want to make sure they turn out, these are the specific people you go to and facilitate them. So that is why, for now in Luo Nyanza, then the type of conditioning that the party had put on the people there, it is too strong. Because let us be honest, I always tell people, when you walk back to your village, especially in Luo Nyanza, it is very rare for you to walk out of a house in a homestead not having the calendar, the Pentagon calendar.
The orange colors on the wall.
Especially the Pentagon one, where we had William Ruto, Mudavadi. That one of 2007.
Yeah, Ruto.
Yeah. So these are people who have always woken up and seen Raila there.
So despite Baba not being there, people will still turn out to vote.
And we saw it during the Kasipul and Ugunja election.
Yeah.
So there's nothing new we are waiting for, not unless you want to be.
So Orengo, for Orengo to confirm second term, it will be safer for him to align himself back to ODM.
Back to ODM. For that one he will win. Even despite now people going looking at his track record.
And do you think before Baba became Baba, there used to be like 2 bulls in Nyanza? There used to be Orengo and Baba.
Yes.
Then at some point Orengo alinua mkono.
Yeah.
And Baba became the only kingpin. Do you think Orengo is trying to regain that kind of kingship right now by dividing ODM in a way?
In fact, if at all were to depict Raila Odinga and James Orengo in terms of the animal representation, James Orengo is a hornbill. I think Raila Odinga is the only bull because you see, being loud-mouthed doesn't mean that it can translate to something tangible. And it was proven. During the 1997, during the Ford Kenya shakeup, James Orengo decided to align himself with Michael Kijana Wamalwa.
Kijana Wamalwa.
And
because those are the things I'm talking about, because they are always trying to, him and Raila were already trying to kujipima nguvu.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you think that's the question? Do you think this is the time now he's saying that it's now my time now to be the king?
If he did do it at his younger age, there's no miracle. We have seen it. This is a guy who vied for the presidency in 2002 against Raila Odinga's Kibaki's Tosha declaration in Nyanza. And he only earned 24,000 votes in the entire country. What are we still waiting for? This is a guy in 2007 was defeated in his own Ugenya constituency by a certain young guy here. His name is just getting out of my memory. And they had to be rigged in. So I don't know the Orengo we are talking about. So basically,
who is fooling who? Because we have Orengo, we have Sifuna, we have Babu Wino, we have those guys.
Yeah.
So if you look at this, so I used to think Orengo is a bit strong in that setup. But the way we have discussed, so do you think these guys are misleading Sifuna? Because Sifuna, I believe Sifuna is strong.
Yeah, these people are strong. All of them are strong. But now it depends they are strong where. I don't know where they're strong because maybe even us here we are strong.
We are strong in our own way.
But we know where can be strong. But to be objective, James Orengo in that camp has nothing to lose.
He has nothing to lose.
Even when he loses the gubernatorial race, he has nothing.
Or is he pushing for another handshake? Because you see, he has been a forefront of these handshakes. Or he's seeing another handshake coming.
James Orengo is trying to frustrate the ODM party for him to be given back the ODM ticket, a direct one. That is what he wants. But politicians will never tell you their hidden agenda. They'll come and clothe it in a way to look like a national issue. So for the likes of Babu Wino and Sifuna, okay, they can win. They can win.
But why are you thinking about it? Why? There's a face you're making that.
Okay, I'm making that face because you see, okay, they can win. But the confusion that is on the other side can make them lose. Them as personalities, they can win. But now the kind of organization that is in the other alliance, because let us put it in a gubernatorial way. We are preempting that Johnson Sakaja might clinch the ODM ticket. In either way, any method he will use, that is upon him. It is not rocket science that James Gakuya is the one having the DCP ticket.
Yeah, it's almost automatic.
Yeah. So, what leaves the option that is left with Babu Wino for him to win? It is either he goes independent or the next party that has a tribal bloc in Nairobi is Wiper. But now a challenge comes to them in that DCP and Wiper are in one coalition.
Yeah. But the united opposition.
The united opposition.
The united opposition. It's more divided than united.
In fact, it is united. I don't know why it is being called united. Not unless you are saying unity. Because if at all Matiang'i says today that, okay, we are in the same camp. But one guy is saying, I will not be campaigning with you. Jubilee says that I will not campaign with DCP. And Kalonzo Musyoka is also being fronted by the Jubilee party. But
let me bring you back. You see, national politics, that's a different thing. Now, where we are heading, that's now national politics. We are coming to that.
Yeah.
Let me just bring you back to Siaya. So, before we go to presidential campaigns, who is there apart from Orengo? For him to come back and win the second time is to come back to ODM. If he doesn't come to ODM, is there anyone who can challenge Orengo for the gubernatorial seat in Siaya?
There's someone who challenged him before. You see, in Siaya, the dynamic there's clanism first, which is so much superior even than the party dynamic. So,
The clan where you come from.
yeah, the clan where you come from, it also factors in you winning or losing the seat. The clans especially, they have even been put as a constituency or sub-county. So counting them is easy. The Lego people come from the Lego Songa constituency. That is a clan. The Ugenya clan where James Orengo comes from. There's people from Rarieda, the Game clan, like that. Now, even when you have to go with the numbers, now figures. Nicholas Gumbo, who has always been a front runner in this
He has eyed that seat
from
for a while.
2017 and 2022. If at all you are to look at the latest votes that he garnered under the UDM party, the one for Northeastern.
For Northeastern.
Yeah. With that party, Nicholas Gumbo managed to rally against the ODM party machinery and garnered 153,000 votes.
So which means it's not the party, it's him.
Yeah. So for him, he comes as him first.
Yeah.
That is why he's a bit advantaged. Now, James Orengo got 220,000 votes. So the gap was 70,000 votes.
Yeah.
And
with the UDM, not
with the UDM, not even independent, not even any other party.
With a funny, let me not call it a funny name, but any funny.
A party that was 1 year old. So Nicholas Gumbo comes in, he has the personal strength. He's a personal brand as Gumbo first. Then when he adds now the party machinery factor, when given the ODM ticket,
it's almost confirmed. It's almost sure bet.
When we go to it in terms of clanism, the biggest clan is the Lego clan, where Samuel Atandi represents, and they have around 120,000 votes as a constituency. When you move to the next clan following them is the Ugenya one, the one from James Orengo comes from.
Yeah.
Then followed by Bondo at 100,000, coming like that to come to game.
So basically, from the numbers you're giving, so if Atandi, if the Atandi group supports Gumbo, we have Bondo at around 100,000.
Yeah.
This one, let's say they still believe in Odinga's leadership, so they'll still, let's say they back up the ODM candidate.
Yes.
So basically, from these numbers, if Gumbo is given the ticket, it's almost a sure bet for him.
Done.
So for Rengo, if he really wants to, at this second term, he has to nyenyekea kidogo.
He has to nyenyekea. Then you see Gumbo is a groundsman. He goes to the grounds.
With someone was telling me when Baba was still alive that Orengo never used to campaign. 2-3 days before election day, just comes the chopper, goes around, then that's it.
Yeah, it is true. And he was not even making posters because, you see, he was being voted because of Baba. He was being voted to go and help Baba to fight.
The national fight.
I don't know which fight they were going to fight, but that was the only factor. And that Baba is not this time around. There's no fight who are we going to fight with?
So maybe he's going to go and fight. He's not also fighting for DMs. I could have said he's going to fight for Buru. So yeah, so guys, let's take a break. When we come back, we are going to talk matter of presidential politics, national politics. Stay tuned.